said it, but I think after her and I had talked about it for a long time, we realized that this was the best decision.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's definitely one of those things that I think it'll stick with me forever, because knowing that you have a child out there, that's not something that's just going to go away.
Definitely. And so then how, kind of like since this whole production is going to be within kind of like the next 6 months, do you see like your involvement at all? Like how are you going to be involved while also starting college, you know?
Definitely. Yeah, no, I mean, it was both of our responsibility, and so it's half my responsibility, so I'm definitely going to be there for her, go to the appointments and everything like that. It'll definitely be stressful with school starting, but it's my responsibility, and so, yeah, I just kind of have to deal with it, I guess.
Okay. It sounds like it's going to be a lot to take on, but you seem very like conscientious of your actions, and so that's a really good quality to have.
Yeah. I mean, and it'll be nice because it's not like me just going to college and then I'll have to deal with it all the time. Like my girlfriend will be there, and like so we'll definitely have to work on that type of stuff. And like I said before, her and I have pretty good communication, so if she needs something or I need something, we'll be able to work it out and kind of come to a compromise.
So it does sound like that your girlfriend is a part of your support system right
definitely.
now. Do you have any, like, who else is in your support system that you've kind of been talking to?
I mean, I've definitely talked to my friends about it, and now that we've decided to give the baby up for adoption, I finally told my parents about it. And they were surprisingly accepting about it, which was good. So they're now part of my support system. Like, I can talk to them about it and stuff like that. I mean, I'm still a little bit guarded because, like, I don't want there to be, like, too many questions or stuff like that. Sometimes it's like, this is how it is and this is just the way it's going to be.
How did your parents initially react to the news?
They were upset because obviously, like, their baby boy, like, got somebody pregnant. So it's like, you know, they were definitely shocked like I was, but after talking to them for a little bit, they were very accepting, and they're like, well, you know, you're still my son, this doesn't change anything, and everything like that.
In what ways did they offer to kind of like help you out, or did they kind of just say that it's...
We didn't really talk about that too much, actually. We talked about more about, like, this situation and the way it is, and, like, the decision that my girlfriend and I had made. But I don't know. I don't know if they're going to help me out or anything like that. I haven't really thought too much about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so it looks like our time is up for today, but I'm so glad to hear that you've kind of come to a decision with your girlfriend and that you do have a good support system, and now your parents are involved in this matter. It was great seeing you today, Michael.
Thank you.
I'll see you soon.
Alyssa, so you are in my room right now because Principal Johnson found alcohol in your locker. Is this correct?
Yeah, that's true.
Is there a reason why you have alcohol in your locker?
Because we needed it for after school and I didn't want to go home, so I brought it to school for after school.
You're planning to drink it after school?
Well, I was holding it for some friends that I was going to give it to after school.
Okay. So you were holding it for your friends so you're going to give it to them, but were you going to drink it with them, or was it just for them?
It was just for them. I was just holding it for them.
Had they asked you to hold alcohol for you before?
This was like the second time.
And that first time, had you brought it to school?
Yeah, I brought it to school that time too.
Okay.
But that time after school, we all went to a friend's house, and yeah, this time we were just gonna keep it for later, but last time it was a Friday, so it was the weekend. so it was fine.
Do you know how your friends got the alcohol?
No, they just gave it to me before school to put in my locker.
How does it make you feel that they made you the one that hold it for them?
Well, like, they already got in trouble, so like people keep a closer eye on them, so I just was trying to help them. And like I like helping people, so I didn't really mind until I got in trouble.
So it made you feel like you were doing like a good thing for them by helping?
Yeah, like I was doing them a favor, and I like helping people, so yeah, I did feel like I was doing them a favor.
Even though if it is against school policy to have alcohol in your locker, did you kind of think of maybe consequences that could have been by taking the alcohol?
No, I guess before I didn't really think of the consequences. I just, I didn't think I was going to be hurting anyone.
Mm-hmm.
So I just didn't see, the harm in it for just keeping it in there during school, and then, because they weren't going to drink it at school, so I thought it was okay.
You mentioned that your friends had gotten in trouble previously. Do you remember, what repercussions were taken for their actions?
Their lockers, the teachers and principals could go through them whenever they wanted. And I think that one of my friends got suspended for a couple days.
Does that mean now that you lost kind of the privacy rights to your locker? Do they have the ability to go through your locker now as well?
Yeah, I think so. I think that is something that's going to happen. So I guess I won't have privacy anymore.
How does that make you feel about not having the privacy for your own, having your personal space at school?
I don't like it. I wish that I had that privacy and that they can just go through it whenever they wanted and look out for me to look through it instead of just not being in their sites or whatever. So yeah, I wish that was different. But I didn't think I was doing anything. I just thought it wasn't hurting anyone and I wasn't gonna drink it, so I didn't really think that I could get in trouble because I wasn't going to do anything with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you do feel that it's uncomfortable now that you don't have the privacy of your own space here at school. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think to kind of regain the privacy of your locker? What kind of things, what do you think that you have to do?
I guess not bring alcohol to school again, obviously. But I guess, like you said earlier, it was against school policy, so just making sure I don't do that again and that I follow all the school policies.
So maybe regaining a trust with school administration? Is that kind of what you mean?
Yeah, because if I don't do anything wrong, then they can't, think that that I shouldn't have my privacy.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they'll give it back to me.
Okay. So you mentioned that kind of following these school policy and the school rules will help you maybe regain this trust with maybe, your teacher and the principal, so that maybe there's a possibility that, you could have your privacy again. Is that right?
Yeah, that's, I think, the way that I'll get it back, the only way that I'll get it back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you're right, that's the only way, so I guess I just should follow rules and try to build that trust again.
Yeah, that sounds great. All right, Alyssa, well, it looks like that our time is up for today, but if you have any, other issues about, or unsure, unclear about the school policies or the school rules, you're welcome to come to me with any questions.
Okay.
Thank you.
What?
Hi, Lauren. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Do you know why you're in here today?
Yeah, well, I asked to see you because I'm new to the school. I'm just a 6th grader, and I don't know how to play with other kids, or I don't know. I just feel like I don't fit in.
So I'm hearing that you're new to the school and that you're having trouble fitting in.
Yeah.
Like, can you tell me more about this, like not knowing how to play with other kids or not really?
Yeah, well, it's mainly at recess. You know, I try to kind of get in on kickball or whatever, and I don't know, they kind of just ignore me, so like I don't know if they can't hear me, and then I kind of just like sit out, because if it's like they don't see me, then I just kind of feel weird, so then I kind of just watch the game.
So what are some other kind of like interactions that you've had with the students so far, maybe up until today?
Well, not many. I mean, I borrowed a pencil from a kid in class. They were nice about that, but I wanted to talk more with them, but like I didn't really know what to say, because I mean, it's easy to talk to you, but like with other kids, like I'm kind of shy.
Okay. So I'm hearing that you did have interaction with someone in class.
Mm-hmm.
You asked for their pencil, but otherwise you feel a little bit shy?
Yeah. It's like getting a pencil is nice and everything, but like I want to play with other kids at recess, so I don't really know how to do that.
So like what does it feel like when you kind of start feeling shy around someone else?
Kind of feels like butterflies in my stomach a little bit. And then I'm kind of like thinking of all the things I want to say that like it makes me really nervous.
Okay. So you're feeling nervous when you maybe go up to approach someone. Is there anything else that goes through your head, or is that it?
Well, my hands kind of get shaky,
Okay.
and then I start thinking like, okay, now I'm really nervous, and I feel like it goes in a loop. Yeah.
Okay, so you start to feel nervous when you talk to these kids. Are there maybe some things that are like easy interactions that you can try? Maybe you can think of some ideas.
Well, trying to think of ideas of what to do. I don't know. Maybe that's the problem, is I can't think of any. I just know basic ones, like when I first started, you know, I would ask someone like, where's the bathroom, or like, where's this class? But I don't know how to take it to the next level. I used to have a lot of friends at my old school because they knew me already, so I wasn't shy around them, but it's kind of like no one here knows me, so like, yeah.
What would be something that you could do just to kind of like get them to maybe know you and know who you are in the class? Something really simple.
Something simple. Well, I guess I haven't even introduced myself to everybody yet. That could be kind of easy, just saying my name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe you could even see if your teacher could maybe like do an introduction. Maybe you could talk a little bit about yourself to everyone.
Oh,
no,
that sounds
not a good idea.
That sounds kind of scary.
Okay.
But that would be cool if one day I could do that.
Yeah, and you know, you can work up to that, or you don't even have, that doesn't even have to be an idea. It's just were you formally like introduced, like not be necessarily in the front of the class, but just, you know, saying like, oh, you know, this is Lauren, she's from, maybe your teacher could just give a little introduction about you too.
Okay. Yeah, that would be kind of cool to have an adult help with that. Cool. I like that idea.
Okay, great. So then maybe we'll like do a formal introduction, or even informal with, you know, some of your students, the students in your class.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Do other kids come in here who are shy?
Yes, definitely. There are definitely other kids that are shy and have, you know, like, you know, feel nervous when approaching other kids, so it's perfectly normal to feel that way.
Yeah. Sometimes it just makes me miss my friends because they know me, and then knowing new people is such hard work. I miss my old friends.
So you do kind of like miss your old school?
Yeah.